Hi, welcome to Spouse Affairs. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please do click the subscription button, watch to the end, and please leave a comment. Last week was my week for questions and answers, so I got a lot of questions which I've been responding. In fact, I had an epic interview with the amazing Talk to Dot. You can go check her channel out. She nailed it. She nailed it. We're speaking about abuse. Should one stay because of religious, beliefs? And she hit the nail on the head. She was like, no way, you don't stay because of and endure abuse. And she gave as a professional, she gave her own thoughts. So that video, I also put it on YouTube, but you could go check it out on Instagram at spouse_affairs. So you could go check it out, and other videos are there too. So the question for today, actually, that we'll be dealing with is: should I disregard the counsel for my parents when they don't approve of my choice in marriage? Should I disregard their choice? Should I disregard their advice? So this question, I got about 6 of it. So 6 people dealing with this. Out of the 43 questions, I had about 6 that dealt with this. So I want to get someone to talk about it, but in the meanwhile, let me do my own thoughts. My thoughts are this, and these are scriptural. If you meet someone, you like someone, you love someone, you want to get married to them, and then you bring the person home, and then your parents, for some reason, especially in Africa, they just tell you that, no, you can't marry that person. I don't like him. I don't like her. She's not from our tribe. She's not from our class. He's not. There are 1,001 reasons. He doesn't have money. He doesn't have the kind of money we want him to have. There are 1,001 reasons, or 1,001 things that people, parents say when it comes to this, one reason or another for them. They have their reasons. The truth is that when we came into this world, we didn't drop from the sky. We had parents. We had parental guidance. We had, people that cared for us. They looked after us. Our parents made the decisions of our life until we got to adulthood. And then we started taking decisions. You know what? I want to study this. I want to live here. I want to do this. I want to, this is what I want to do with my life. At that point, should parental counsel still stand? Like I said, it is a counsel. They're telling you, do this. We think this will work for you. We think this will work for you. It's still your choice to say, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go this way. I don't want to, it's still your call. But when it comes to marriage, you need to understand that parents want the best for their children. They want the best. That's just the honest truth. I'm a parent. I look forward to the day my kids will come and tell me that they want to get married. But how do I ensure? And the Bible says that train up a child in the way they should go. When they're old, they won't depart from it. So there's some foundation that you need to give your kids to prepare them, because eventually they're going to make a decision, and you don't want them making the wrong decisions. So what do you do as a parent? Lay the foundation right from when the child is young. Give the child a good foundation. Give the child a good base. Give the child, teach the child some of the rudiments of marriage. Let them see you as an example. That's why it's important that you are in a healthy relationship. It doesn't, whether you're a single mother, whether you're married, it still applies. You can still teach your children the values that will help them when they get married or when they want to make a choice, so that they don't make wrong choices. When a child has good values, when a child has seen what good values can do, in someone's life, the tendency for them to make huge mistakes when it comes to marriage is very, very slim, because they already have their values. They already know what is wrong, what is right. They already know what they don't want. They've grown up like that. So for them to now start making marital, when it comes to the marriage, it's not all the time. Sometimes, yes, they still go. But as parents, you need to know that you when it gets to that point, you need to allow your child. If your child says, this is the lady I want to marry, and you've told the child, look, I've done a background check on the child, and this person, I've done this. When I wanted to get married, my father sends people to my husband's village, because I don't know where he had it. He just said that Igbo, okay, I didn't want to call the tribe, but the tribe, this particular tribe, they always seem to have one woman in the village that they've married for them. I don't know where he got that from, but his generation, maybe that's what they did. But my father sent someone to their village to go check out the family. So he did his own background check. That's what a parent should do. And then he now said, okay, the family is good. The family is okay from what the village says, And that was it. But I've seen marriages, situations where, in fact, I know a lot. They've been dating for years. And then eventually, this is time to get married. And they go home, and then the parents say, who is this one? No, you can't marry this one. In fact, I have somebody that I've been looking at. This girl is better for you. This one is better. This man is better for you. This one is... In fact, before I even got married, I could see my father trying his best to get me to look at... Because he was a pastor, he was trying to get me to look at some of these, pastors and all that. It's not like there's anything wrong with pastors. I didn't want to marry a pastor. So once I noticed that the person is in that line, or even towing that, strong, I just, what? I don't want that. That's my own personal, it's not like there's anything wrong with pastors. But I just didn't want to marry a pastor because my dad was one. I didn't want that. So despite all he did, he tried everything, to get me around the pastor circles. He would send people to the house to drop this, to do that. In there, I could see all the things he was doing. I knew what he was trying to do. Sometimes people ask me, have you not, and I'm like, I don't want that. That's not what I want, So where does parental? But my father did not. When I said this is the person I want to marry, he did not come and say, no, why are you picking this one? This one is not a pastor. This one does not have, He didn't. He's a Christian. He loves God. He's born again. That's it. And he okayed it. But other people don't have those kind of blessings. Other people don't have that. There's some parental pressure. But parents, I'm telling you, the time for you to sow the seed in your child so that your child does not begin to resent you is right from when they're young. Put that in them. Instill those values that you want in them. Instill them when they're young. When they get old and they say, look, I want to get married, and this is the person I want to marry, and this person seems to go against all the values that you taught them about, don't give them a living hell. It's still their choice. As painful as it sounds, it's still their choice. You don't want to lose your child over the fact that the person is getting married. I went to the Bible to go check, who, when it comes to this marriage thing, they did a lot of arrangements in the Bible. Rebecca, Ruth, there are a lot of arrangements. But I now noticed that Esau, a very interesting guy. I had to go read the Bible. It says in Genesis chapter 26, verse 34 to 35. It says, when Esau was 40 years old, he married Judith, daughter of Beri the Hittite, and also Basimat, daughter of Elon the Hittite. They were a source of grief to Isaac and Rebekah. The father had told Esau, don't marry these people. I don't want you to marry people that don't believe in what we believe. I don't want you to marry them. But he did that to spite his father, to get back at his father. He married them, and they gave, in fact, it was somewhere where I read that because of the amount of incense that the wives were putting out. His father, Esau's father, couldn't see anymore because of the amount of incest. It made him to go blind. So they were a thorn in his father's flesh. But that was really what Esau wanted. He wanted to get back at his father. So it backfired. All that backfired. So when it comes to parental counsel, parents want the best for you. Sometimes they feel they know it all. We feel we know it all. We can help you. We can. It's like now, I'm just imagining when my sons want to get married, and my children, when they want to get married. And as a relationship coach, so imagine the pressure that will be on me. So that's why I tell them from now, I don't want that pressure. I don't want that. So I teach them everything they need to know now. Know it all. Everything about marriage, everything about relationship, I tell them, I teach them. They watch, they see my videos, some of my videos. So they know that these are some of the values. They watch me and my husband, so they can see that, okay, this and this and this is what helps the home. This is what will build a stable home. If you decide that, okay, when you want to get married, you don't want to follow this path, you want to take your own path, it's still their call. As sad as it is, we'll still pray for them and encourage them. So parents, so you as a person, should I get married to somebody that my parents don't want me to get married to? What should I do? In fact, one of the questions, somebody in that line said, what should I do? My parents don't want this guy. I've been waiting. This is 5 years. What should I do? First, I've handled cases like this. Go and evaluate who are the people that the parents of this girl or this guy. Who are their parents? Can you send your parents to them to go talk to them? If they won't even listen to you, go to the uncles. Go to people, aunties. Go to people that are close to this particular family that is giving you problem, since you believe that this is the person that you want to marry. Explore all avenues that you can. Go to their pastor. Go to, let people talk to them and give it time. Be patient. Be patient. Some of these things take time. You can damn it and go do what you want to do. But listen, you don't want to get married without parental consent. You don't want that. When you are getting married without parental consent, the truth is that the Bible says that children honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long. This marriage thing is part of honor, but you're not tied. If your parents are insisting over my dead body, will you marry this person? And you've tried everything, you've waited, you've prayed, you've talked to uncles, talked to this, talked to that, and they said no way. Then I can tell you that you pray about it and you go ahead and marry. There is this other scenario. I have two friends. One was the girl. She was a Muslim. The guy, he was a Christian. Then she gave her life to Christ, and this guy now met her, and I say he wants to get married to her. She brought the guy to her parents, and the parents said never. An infidel, never. They went ahead and I told them, I said, look, this is the grounds. This is the grounds. This is where you say, am I going to choose God, or I'm going to choose, what the world is saying? There's this scripture that says, anyone who loves their father or their mother more than me is not worthy of me. Anyone who loves their son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. I think it's Matthew 37 or so. Matthew 10 or so. So if you decide, when it comes to those kind of issues where it has to do with faith, they don't want you to marry because of faith. Is a Muslim, you're a Christian, or is a Buddhist, that's where you stand your grounds. Say no. Mama, Papa, I love you so much, but this is the man I want to stand with on the grounds of faith. This is the guy I want to get married to, and God will honor it. God will honor your marriage. In fact, your marriage is already honored, because two of you decide that you want to marry. God honors that. So parents, your responsibilities as they grow older and children become adults, you should reduce only when it is really necessary. And then when you're coming in, you're not coming in to say no on the ground. I as your father, they will carry their children, they will carry their wife and go somewhere else and cut you off. You don't want that for your life. You don't want to see your grandchildren. Look for a way, to get this your son to see reason. Maybe you find out some information about this girl. I always tell parents there are ways to find out information. Find out information. Before somebody gets married, lay the cards on the table. This is who this person is. This is what I found out. This is it. But if you say after all this that you still want to get married to this, why? I support you. Support them. Be there for them. Dance. Enjoy. Bless the marriage. You're not even going to be the one in the home. It's your child that's going to be there. It's your child. So why are you so keen on giving yourself a heart attack because your child decides that they want to love this person? This love of a thing is a very interesting thing. You just fall in love with someone and then you just hope for the best. This life is a risk. But as Christians, we take our risk in God, in the fact that God will direct us. God directs us and leads us. So don't be scared. Don't be scared, people. If you believe that this is the lady of your dreams, this is the man of your dreams, and your parents are giving you a hard time, I've told you, get to the people that are their mentors, get to the people they listen to, get to your big uncles, the ones bigger than them, their brothers, their sisters, their pastors, the people that influence them. Talk to those people. Lay your cards. This is what I want. Please help me talk to my parents. Please help me don't just say, I damn all of you. And I've seen people that have damned their parents and gone ahead and they're in hell. They're in hell. They're in hell. Yes, it's their decision, but it could have been avoided. That's my point. So listen to your parents. Listen to them first before you decide that, okay, I want to damn this thing. This, especially when they're not making sense. They're telling you it's about tribe. People don't marry. How can you marry an Imbese girl? Why? Why will you marry an Imbese girl? They are like this, they are like that. Or they just come up with one thing. Or they say, no, you can't. There's this man of God that says that all his children must be married from his village. Any man that comes from somewhere else, or any woman, you can't get married to his children. It's a very popular man of God. You can't get married to his children. No way. He said it. So, do you want to have that kind of thing? You, as a parent, when a child comes now and tells you that, look, on those grounds, that doesn't make any sense. Because this world is a very big place. The only people I meet around me, are they only from that tribe? Especially when you're not growing up in the village. So basically, he's the one arranging all the marriages for his children. So when there's an issue, the person cannot even cry out. Parental consent is good. Very, very, very good. You need the blessing of your parents. But when your parents are treading on grounds that, they're not supposed to be treading on, get other people involved. Talk to the people around them. Tell this one, beg this one, tell this one, different people. Let them talk to them. If they still refuse, give it time. And then after a while, tell them, you know what, I'm going ahead. Then if it is on religious bias, my dear, you have the blessing of God to go ahead and do what you want to do than to live in sin. Okay? So that's my own point. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, tell somebody, be a blessing to somebody that could be going through this, because I like I said, I did about I got about 43 43 questions, and this one was 6 out of it. So that it means it's an issue for a lot of people. So share it to someone. God bless you. All right.